Good day everyone. So today we're going to discuss about the module 3, using open-ended tools in facilitating mathematics and science learning. So the objectives at the end of this module, the students should be able to, first is to plan for mathematics and science lessons that can be best presented using open-ended tools and productivity software application. Second is to explore for available open-ended tools for mathematics and science teaching and learning. Search for mathematics and science tools for open-ended tools, and lastly, demonstrate how these open-ended tools or productivity software applications can be maximized for mathematics and science teaching and learning. So, when we say the open-ended tools, the existence of open-ended tools and productivity tools for teaching and learning is very helpful to aid teachers in today's 21st century classrooms. When we say open-ended tools, these come in varied forms. There are the tools that are very common or conventional and are installed, but there are also tools that are new, innovative, and web-based. So these are the tools that help to make the learning more meaningful, concrete, and efficient, and encouraging as well. So the common productivity tools that we encountered is like example, word processing software, mga presentations, spreadsheets, electronic reference materials, and it includes tablets and phone apps. In the lesson 1, when we say productivity software applications for mathematics and science teaching and learning. So according to Palmer 2015, teachers need to demonstrate 21st century characteristics to be able to meet the demands of the 21st century learners. So we have here a list of what math and science teachers should do to respond the demands of the 21st century, or what teachers should do. So first is to create a learner-centered classroom and make instructions personalized, because learners have different personalities, goals, and needs. So because the students is unique and has various requirements, or diba naman jud, each student naman jud different perspective, opinion. So make the instructions learner-centered. So when we say learner-centered, is students should nanaani na skills by helping students produce creative blogs, digital stories, and movies that are helpful to enhance their mathematics and science proficiency. So, when we say blogs, kana man ang murag chronological event no nga naasa web-based, or it's like a web page nga gi-produce pwede usa or as a group. So, again, learners' productivity, we should, students should produce in order for them to have a encouraging and meaningful learning. Third one is learn new technologies, since technology keeps on developing. So, dili lang ta mo dapat ma-explore ta different kinds of technologies, because as we are now in the 21st century, daghan na jud kayo mga na-develop nga mga technologies, no, and also apps, tools in order for the learners, or in order nga ma-learn jud ang mga bata. Then the fourth one is go global to allow students to learn mathematical and scientific skills virtually. So, same with the number 3, dili lang ta dapat mo explore pata on what is or what are the new technologies that we can use in facilitating the learners para meaningful and encouraging ilang learning. The 5th one is be smart and allow the use of devices as aids to mathematics and science concept and skills acquisition. So as a teacher, we should allow students to example, they should allow to use the students in different kinds of technologies or apps nga ma-use para makaton sila sa mathematics and science concept and skills acquisition. And 6 is do blogging to give students real experience to see the value of writing for real audience and establishing their digital presence. So, in relation to number 2, do blogging. Again, blogging is very important also to the students para it's kind of kanamanggong to improve your creating or to improve your writing for real and audience to establish their digital presence. The seventh is go digital to promote the advocacy and help level up the mathematics and science learning experience of the students through digital discussion. Use web chats to share research and ideas to stay updated in the field. So again, dili lang ta, we should promote also technologies that are very helpful for the mathematics and science learning. Then, build positive digital footprint that aims to model appropriate use of social media, produce and publish valuable content, and create shareable resources. Code at it is today literacy. This will boost students' writing skills as a feeling of writing a page with HTML is amazing. So, in relation to blogging, we should also promote on how to be creative in writing para ma-boost ang mga students in order for them to have again a meaningful and a concrete encouraging learning as well. So, innovate to expand your teaching toolbox for the sake of your students. Engage social media for discussions and announcement and use new formats like TED Talks in presenting your lessons. So, as technology evolve, we should also kanang make research. Teachers should make research on how they're learning.
And so since we're done with the first topic, we'll now have to proceed to the second one, which is using Word in scaffolding student learning in mathematics or science classroom. So in this topic, we'll have to integrate word processing software into the strategies which educators like us could be able to utilize in order for us to create a dynamic and flexible learning environment that will support our students in terms of understanding of complex mathematical and scientific concepts. It will create the ability to collaborate, receive feedback, and engage with content in a structured format contributes to an effective scaffolding approach. And so, according to WorldLinks 2008, in education, scaffolding is used to refer to various forms using word applications or learning plans, assessment tools, templates and forms, graphic organizers, and others. So, therefore, word processing applications will serve as a valuable tool in education for creating a variety of instructional materials, which would be a big help or contribution to the scaffolding process by providing structure, guidance, and resources to support student learning and understanding. And so for the next slide, we have creating learning plan using Word application. So under this, we have 4 steps. First is testing your knowledge of word processing software applications. Second, viewing the essential parts of a learning plan. Third, sharing the features of Word applications for scaffolding student learning. And fourth is the presentation of the process guides and or graphic organizers. And so for step 1, which is testing your knowledge of word processing software applications. So dapat as an educator, you would really have to adapt the technology. So as for now, since we are in it and in reality it is expanding, so therefore you should be flexible and so there are for step 1 here, testing your knowledge of word processing software applications. So since there are already an existing word applications available such as Microsoft Word, which is the most common existing word application na ginagamit mostly, not with the educators but also to us students as well, and also WPS, we also have Microsoft 360 and others. So dapat i-test nimo imong knowledge na, and we really must know how to use or utilize those type of applications. Alright, and so for step 2, we have learning plans have essential parts that are non-negotiable, which must be considered by any teacher. So there would be different learning plans that will be presented in these slides. First, we have the Intel Teach Unit Plan. The Intel Teach program has this template for its own unit plan, and this was by Intel Corporation of 2007. So on this template here, we have the unit author. Under unit author, we have the first and last name, the school district, the school name, school, city, state. Unit overview, and under unit overview, we have the unit title, unit summary, subject area, grade level, approximate time needed. Next, we have unit foundation. Under that, we have targeted content standards and benchmarks, student objectives or learning outcomes, curriculum framing questions. Under that, we have essential questions, unit questions, content questions. We also have the assessment plan. Under that would be its assessment timeline. So assessment timeline, we have 3. Before project work begins, students work on projects and complete tasks, and lastly, after project is complete. And after that, we have also the assessment summary, the unit details. Under unit details, we have prerequisite skills, instructional procedures, accommodations for differentiated instruction. Under that, resource student, non-native English speaker, gifted student. And lastly, materials and resources required for unit. Under that, we have technology hardware, technology software, supplies, internet resources, and other resources. Alright, so those were the details that is under its unit plan by Intel Teach. So in this case, guys, Intel Teach is an initiative again created by Intel Corporation in 2007, which focuses on enhancing teaching and learning through the effective integration of technology into the curriculum. So therefore, the Intel Teach program includes various components, and Intel Teach Unit Plan, which has been on the slide, the template, is an important aspect of this initiative. So therefore, the Intel Teach Unit Plan is very important because it will align, or it aligns the contemporary educational goals by promoting technology integration, student-centered learning, differentiation, assessment, and professional development. And so next in line, we have the Department of Education, or DepEd. So the Department of Education of the Philippines requires teachers to develop and submit their lesson plans. With the help of Word application, the teachers are well assisted to develop them with ease and with the provision to edit and update them. So the Department of Education, or DepEd, has its own template as well that the teachers could be able to utilize. It is called as DLP, or Detailed Lesson Plan. So under this, we can see time frame, teacher, the objectives at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to. We have the contents. Under contents, we have the topic, references and materials, the procedure, motivation, the presentation, discussion, generalization, application. Next is the evaluation and then the assignment. So the teacher here should be able to as well to kind of have teachers activity and students activity. And so the detailed lesson plan or DLP and the DepEd or the Department of Education is crucial for effective teaching and learning as it serves as a comprehensive guide for educators or teachers because it outlines specific learning objectives, teaching strategies, and assessment methods, ensuring a well-organized and purposeful instructional experience. Next is the syllabus. Syllabus here, teaching mathematics and science courses in the university requires learning plans, such as a course syllabus. It will certainly require encoding and formatting using Word application. So we also here in Cebu Technological University or CTU naasad tayo ato ang syllabus po that will be introduced by each of our professors. So under the syllabus, we have the name of the course number, semester and year offered, credit minutes, contact hours, prerequisites optional, co-requisites is optional as well, the course description. And also it will include the program learning outcomes. At the end of the program, the students of the example, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in mathematics or science, should be able to first, institutional outcomes based on the VMO or VMGO here on CTU. Second is typology outcome, university, college, or institute. Third is the CHED mandated learning outcomes. Fourth is the BSED, English policies, standards program learning outcomes. So this would be the template under syllabus. And as well, under syllabus, it also have a different table here or a template for alignment of course learning outcomes with the graduate attributes. And as well, the course learning outcomes versus program learning outcomes mapping table and the course learning plan. So under course learning plan, we have topic learning outcomes, the topic, the time allotment, learning activities, assessment activity tools, learning resources for prelims, midterms, and finals, and as well the final course requirement. So why would syllabus be created or be introduced to the students? Because the syllabus serves as roadmap that outlines the content, the topics, and learning objectives of a certain course. And as well, it will provide students with a clear understanding of what will be covered throughout the academic term or the academic year, which enables them to plan their study schedules and set expectations for the learning journey of that particular or a certain course. And so for step 3, which is by analyzing the special features of Word applications used in the sample of learning plans. We have the discussion questions that would be like to ask for yourself to be answered. 1. What are the advantages of developing learning plans using a word processing software application? Second, based on the example, what are the special features of Word application software that are beneficial in organizing the information required in any learning outcomes? And lastly, what additional features of Word applications do you think are beneficial in preparing the following in your mathematics or science class? So therefore, those were the discussion questions that you need to ask for yourself. So next here, we have preparing process guides and graphic organizers using word processing software applications, which is the last step under this topic. So under this as well, under step 4, we have other steps as well to be executed. For step 1, the relevance of providing process guides and graphic organizers in mathematics and science teaching. Step 2, examples of process guides and scaffold in mathematics or science teaching and learning. So this will be the package, the process guides using pamphlets or brochure. So there is other steps as well. Teach how to identify the given teach how to identify the unknown or required, unsay kailangan dapat ibutang. And then third, teach how to be consistent with the units. Dapat dili ka magbalhin-balhin para dili malibog ang imong students kung unsay pahimo nimo or unsay vision nimo nga ilahang mabuhat. And then fourth is teach how to choose the equations or formulas to use, of course. And then fifth, teach how to derive the equations or formulas. Dili man na even if we are under OBE or adopting OBE, we educators as well is capable of facilitating them to teach how to derive a certain equation or formulas, because we are still having this ability to be the primary source of knowledge. And sixth is teach how to check or recheck the answers. So underwear and decided by Worldlings of 2008. So there would be different purposes and graphic organizers that could be utilized. So for us to compare and contrast two or more concepts, we could use the Venn diagram. It would be shown later on the later part of the slides. Second is to describe a concept. We could use the Freire model bubble diagram or the concept map. To make a decision is the T-chart. To show causes and effects, we could use the fishbone map and inductive tower. And to show sequence as in a process, we could use the flow chart. And to identify basic components, we could use the story map and the 5Ws chart. So in the next slide here, we can see the Venn diagram, which is very common nga atong kanang gina-use, which is two circles, the outside part, okay, ara ni may butang ang differences nila, and then on the inner part, anang sa between, or sa tunga, kaya ara ni may ibutang ang ilahang similarities. So, mana siya, pinaka-common Venn diagram. Next is the Freire model. So, as for the example here, nagbutang siya definition and its characteristics, and then examples po para dali ra pod sa mga students nga ma-identify. Like for here on the slides, kaya yung gi-define ang say prime number, then unsay characteristics sa prime number, then examples and non-examples. So next is the bubble diagram. So in the bubble diagram, guys, kay like for example, magbutang ka ng terrestrial biomes. So na mga non-terrestrial biomes, and then you could insert those terrestrial biomes outside those outer circles para dali pod ma-identify sa students ay maode ay ni ang mga terrestrial biomes or other topics that you could use. So mana siya ang bubble diagram. We also have the T-charts to make a decision. Rules and multiplying radicals, example, rules and dividing radicals. So unsa may decision nimo para, or unsa may mahimo nimo para maka motivate sa students and how to multiply radicals or to divide radicals as per the example here. Next is the fishbone map. So mao ni siya ang cause and effects, ibutang nimo sa iyang bukog. And then on the head part, yung mao ang title or the topic. Next is the inductive tower. So this is also used to show or make a decision. Next is to have a flow chart. May siya step-by-step process, pwede nyo gamitin ang flow chart. You also have the story map. So the story map, like for example, maghimo ka book report or yeah, like that. So story map here is for example, okay, ang story kay how Albert Einstein developed his theory of relativity. So under story map, natin title of the story, the author of the story, its setting, characteristic, plot, exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Next is the 5Ws chart. 5Ws chart siya kay it questioned what, who, why, when, and where. As for the example here, ang event kay Amazon rainforest fire on 2020 with its descriptions and narrations. So mag-ask siya of 5Ws for us to know further about this event, as per the example here, Amazon rainforest fire in 2020. So lastly, here is the step 4, be evaluated using the brochure rubric. So this brochure rubric is from Ruby Star of 2007. So here we have 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4 as the highest score. We have the category graphics, attractiveness and organization, content accuracy, sources, spelling, and proofreading. And so from the brochure table or the rubrics brochure from Ruby Star, it clearly defines the criteria and expectations for creating a successful brochure. So it outlines specific elements that I have mentioned that should be included, such as the content, the design, and overall presentation. So this will provide clarity to help students to understand what is expected of them in terms of both content and format. And so I believe that's all for me, so I'll have to proceed to the next topic. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Charlotte Lynn Hinares. I'm from BTL at 37A and I am one of the members of Group 3. So for today, we will be talking about using presentations in teaching mathematical and scientific skills. So in this generation, we are lucky because we already have technologies, internets in our day-to-day living. So in that, it helps us to utilize, it helps us to make our task easier for us to make it. And for the teachers, especially the mathematics and science teachers, they use computers in creating their presentations or reports, like visual or audio reports, for their students to be more active or cooperative in their class. While in the students, they can also develop their outputs and reports to be able to share in the class or in the World Wide Web. And next one, using presentations enable mathematics and science learners to experience lessons in mathematics courses. So in mathematics courses, we have here the branches, the algebra, the trigonometry, geometry, probability, and statistics. While in science, we also have here the biology, chemistry, earth science, and physics. This would help the students experience a world of real mathematics and science environment and opportunities. For instance, presentations and software applications allow mathematics and science learners to, number one, present their mathematics or science reports with audio, visual, images, and animation. So karon nga mga generations, ang mga students kay kuan naman, we are more on student-centered naman. So dili na siya more on sa teachers lang mag-agad ang mga what do you call on this mga discussions. So ang mga students, they are being assigned a kanang topics for specific topics, especially in mathematics and science report. So they can use the technologies or even the software applications or tools that they will use to in their presentations or reports. It can be in audio term or it can be in visual terms. So for us, like this, like we are gonna be posting it on YouTube. So it can be shown visually and it has also in audio term. So second one, learners also develop and present their group projects using real-world visual presentations. So then mas ma-engagement sad, mas ganahan sad ang mga students if by group ang kuan, kay the more the merrier sad. Diba lesser pud ang kanang task, kay mag-divide naman lang ang mga tasks para mas madali nila og buhat or ma-achieve ang usa ka task. Next, present charts, tables, graphics, and others that are useful to facilitate their understanding of mathematics and science concept, like sa una tong mga naay pie graph, bar graphs, line graphs katong sa mga lessons, especially sa mga algebra, trigonometry, geometry, and probability and statistics magamit din kay ni sila. And also sa research, kanang sa quantitative research, we can also use these charts or tables or graph form. And also, this also help learners show data stored in graphic organizers that cannot be fully presented by a printed material. So karon kay more on kanang soft copy na malang kay ta, so it less o kanang gasto kay kanang it can ang mga soft copy kay pwede naman lang siya i-send sa, it could be sa GC or sa G-class, then pwede ra kanang simple click sa ka student o sa even sa teachers kay makita na nila basta naala internet, or kung way internet pwede ra sad i-bluetooth or i-share it nila ang file para ma-view sa ilahang other classmates and sa teacher. Also, it developed digital mathematics investigation reports or digital science investigatory reports, so like atong sa mga research found gingon niya. Also, it shows results of any survey, questionnaire, and other forms of mathematics and science assessment activities. So, kanang mag-exam, especially karon nga, dili pa full face-to-face, maka-utilize ra ang students and even ang teacher nga mo i-take og exam via online. Kaya natay gitawag og G-form and other platforms sa internet or sa digital platform, and also articulate and crystallize their ideas using their special features of presentations and software apps. And also, learners, especially the mathematics and science learners, experience mathematics and science learning processes through the integration of contents and representations. 9. Enjoy developing their projects, thus are highly involved. So, ma-enjoy gid kay gawa sa maka less sa gasto na nakaidaghang mapilian via online, like search nimo simple sa Google na mo gawas daghan da yung mga choices nimo in which makuan imuhang pagka-creative, though maskin di ka creative pero sa help sa kanang mga app na karon nga example lang aning Canva, pwede na kay ta maka-present creatively. Also, commit the quality of their work, both content and form, because they don't only present what their classmates hear, but what they also see. So, mas ma-engage, mas ganahan magid na ang mga students, especially ng mga grade 7 and 8, kanang mga baguhan, mga kanang learners, mga high school nga, grade level, kay ma-engage gina sila, mas ganahan na sila maminaw if interesting, then kanang tindot sa ilahang mata og paminaw ang ilahang gitan-aw nga or kanang giabangan nga lesson. Also, this help learners present information in condensed form and focusing on salient points because of the limited area and slide presentations, hence avoiding digression and drifting. And lastly, it helps learners communicate their ideas in an innovative manner and express themselves in ways they feel comfortable with. So, especially nang na mga di man gid tanan students nga more on kanang more on it topic, more on talk to talk, kanang face to face or kanang personally na mga gitawag na to nga mga introvert. So they would also sa technologies right now, mga digital application tools will also help them nga maka-create og ilahang mapagawas ang ilahang talents and skills nga tinaguan, ma-showcase ilang mga talents and skills, just maka-feel sad sila og comfortable sila anang ilang gibuhat. So with that, nga na sila communication within themselves and also sa ilahang classmates, kay maka-create naman sila og magawas naman na ilahang mga tinaguang mga kanang ideas, talents, and skills. So, in preparing mathematics and science presentations, there are various factors that we must be considered to ensure that the competences of both science and maths are also developed and demonstrated. And here are the basic instructional design in preparing presentations that is being shared by Brooks and Gavin last 2015. The first one, we have here the setting up the presentation class. So, dili gina enough nga mo ingon ra ka. Okay class, pagbuhat mo aning presentation about sa example lang nato. About sa animal and plant cell. Oh, wala ta kabaw, wala sila kabaw. Unsa man day dapat? Unsa man day kompleto? Unsa man giday need nga i-present nga matarong ginag-present ang usa ka topic nga gihatag sa maestra. So, first one is setting up presentation. Dapat ang student imo gina silang tudluan sa mga skills nga involve anang presentation. Ang first lang gid na example lang ang pag eye to eye contact within sa imuhang audience, which is your classmate and your teacher. So, pag-organize sa presentation, like unsa may maguna ba dayon ang assessment or maguna ba dayon ang what do you call this, ang discussion dayon lahos or napay ka ng mga icebreaker na. Sunod, unsaon man pag-connect ako sa audience, amo dapat imo na itudlo sa imong kuan sa imong klase, di kay wala lang mura kagwa. This is the animal plant cell. So mura wala way gana imong audience ana maminaw. So unsa may lang buhaton na mga baron magtabi silang tapad. So dapat nagi kay connection within sa imuhang classmates or sa teacher, mao ang imuhang audience anang imuhang discussion. And also dapat kay baw sila mo use silang body language, like pag-express lang simple silang hands, silang pag-discuss ikay ana dili. So dapat ilahang gesture sa ilahang body kay sakto sa ilahang discussion, like mag-ana pa sila ana pahimutang lang, di kay pagkurog-kurog kay grabe kay kulba. Dapat i-prepare sa gid ang imuhang kaugalingon before ang imuhang presentation. Next, we also have to manage ang time. So dili kay karon gihatag dayon next week ang presentation. So next week sa day ka magbuhat, like the day before or the time before. So dapat andam ka, dili ka magkara-kara, dili magkrami. So tagaan man gid kag enough time ana sa imong teacher. So we also have dapat ang student ana unsaon pag-construct effectively ang imuhang PowerPoint presentation, like simple ra kana inanara wala kayo ka buhay-buhay imuhang presentation galuya. So dapat mag-use na taog ka ng mga like maskin dili kay ingon nga kuan nga design good, basta kay attractive or kanang catchy sa mata sa imuhang audience, which is imuhang classmate, like ma-engage gid sila, go wow amazing, makana sila ba like wow, like ana sila in lahang reaction. So next one, we have also here the second, which is the organization of the presentation. So ang proper pag-organize sa information kay maoy usa sa importante nga competency nga dapat ma-develop sa imuhang estudyante. Hence, before beginning sa work sa pag-develop sa usa ka presentation, importante kayo nga masabtan na nila nga unsa na nga genre sa oral presentations. There is need to learn how to separate the presentation into meaningful sections and presenting each section separately to reduce the cognitive work not required of in the presentation. So, dapat kay baw na sila unsay ray dapat ibutang anang ilahang presentation, like sa book na ba na dito ang tanan ilahang resources nya na dito animal cells nya plant cells na. So unsa ra may mga important detail di kay sa usa ka topic ila ihurot og ibutang sa ilang presentation. So nahurot na tanan sa kuan sa ilahang presentation wala sila matabi. So dapat like at least 1 to 2 sentences lang each topic nga gihatag. So para dili pud kaayo kanang kapuyan or sakit sa pananaw sa ilahang audience ang ilahang presentation. So dapat sad ang pag-organize, mag-start gyud sa unsay angay unahon, like kung mag-present ka dapat sa klase na mga prayer niya na rag icebreaker or mga usapan na like exercise niya, mga quote of the day or word of the day dayon una mag-discuss then before ka ng discussion di sad ingon nga kanang pamboring sad kayo nga kuan. So dapat ma-alive ka, especially kaning mga science ug math ba kay kasagaran ba ani nga klase it's either first subject like sa buntag or kundi first subject sa hapon, so magduka inana. So dapat kabaw gyud ka sa imuhang buhaton. The third one we have here the presentation skills. So the third one, we have here the presentation skills. So in developing oral presentations, it is very important to consider to spend time in the delivery of their output. So English is the main language that math and science teacher use in their discussion, because English is their medium of instruction of mathematics and science. So sa atong obserbaran sa atong past kanang years, like in elementary and high school, our teacher, math and science teacher are usually using the English language because English is their medium of instruction. And also the vocabulary and the grammar must be considered to be successful in oral presentations. So, ang mga terms sa science and mathematics kay lisod sa kayo gamitan natong Binisaya. Lalom na kang Bisaya, so mas easier sa students nga mahibaw-an nila ang word from English language dili kay sa gikan sa Cebuano or sa Tagalog or sa kung sa tawag ni Filipino nga lengguwahe. Then also, these items are important to the students for two reasons. So, ang first kay they enable to students to be successful when they present in the class. So, murag mahugnaw, ma-fluent na ang usa ka student sa ilahang pag-discuss sa ilahang presentation. And second, language and grammar students learn in the course of giving a presentation will be useful for them in other situations that enable spoken in English. So magamit na nila, maanad na nila ang pag-use sa English language, no? Dili lang pud sa pag-discuss, kundi kanang like sa ilahang future career or sa ilahang work ba pohon, ini ka dako na nila. Also, especially anang mga magplano og moatog abroad, English is the multi language of the most used language in the whole world. Next, we have here the fourth one, which is the use of visual aids. So, ang use of visual aids are important part of a presentation kay nag-provide na sila sa support for both speakers and listeners, or for us, the student, and towards the teacher during the presentation. So, visual aids can be used to give more details about the topic. Yes, and it helps the audience members to understand what is being said. So, kanang gipangyawit sa usa ka speaker or sa usa ka estudyante within sa iyang reporting or discussion. So, dili kay mo sige siya tabi niya, wala day labot sa iyang discussion. So, mahog na siya og murag guide sa usa ka speaker o sa audience. And also, it serves as a concrete reminder of the message for both the audience and the presenter. So, the type of visual aid used can vary depending on the topic of the presentation. So, visual aid help cater to different learning styles. Some of the students who are not savvy at paper-written presentations are motivated at using presentation software applications, especially now nga kapuyan na og suwat na engage na more on sa kanang technologies sa computer, so more on ang presentation na gyud yang klase pod kay online, so more on kanang PowerPoint presentations like this, like maghimo ba sa Canva or sa Microsoft Word or sa may kanang PowerPoint presentation o unsa pa nga lain nga app nga ma-use to utilize their presentations. Also, in mathematics and science learning, visual aids help students who are weak at acquiring a mathematical and scientific skill to be motivated to participate in the presentation and become valuable members of their groups. So, lastly, we have here the number 5, performing self-reflection. So, ang final stage sa usa ka oral presentation. This would also involve students writing a self-reflection. Unsa man akong na-learn ani nga akong discussion, akong presentation, na ba ni na katunan or na ba ni na relate sa akong life or lain nga kanang life or na ba ni siya sa tawag ni related ba ni siya sa akong future nga kanang career ug unsay nakatabang ni aning akong presentation within sa ako ang self. So mo na ang fifth and most important part of a oral activity or a oral presentation. This would also help the students on their writing skills and further enhance together with the ability to do self-reflection. I think that would be all for my part. Thank you.
So, in using spreadsheets in mathematics and science learning. So, spreadsheets are beneficial in introducing lessons in mathematics and science courses by providing tables, charts, and grade computations. So, they also context text, dates, and other content for discussion in science courses. So, spreadsheets are like digital tables where you can organize information neatly. So, in math and science classes, so they help by showing tables, charts, and calculating grades. So, you can also add text and dates to discuss topics in science. So, it's like a helpful tool that makes learning and discussing subjects easier and more organized. So, teachers should consider several key ideas when using spreadsheets in mathematics or science classroom. So, such as reinforce learning scientific and mathematical languages and other fields, and add well-designed charts and tables to reports to enhance students' non-verbal reading skills. So, to reinforce learning in other subjects, use scientific and mathematical terms. So, when making reports, and add nicely made charts and tables. So, this helps students improve their skills in understanding visuals and information without relying only on writing words. So, it's like making your reports more interesting and easier to understand by using pictures and organized data. So, next is allow students to create their own charts, graphs, tables, and like their computational skills and special skills are developed and enhanced. Give students completed and see if they can reconstruct underlying worksheet. This goes a long way toward helping them to understand the relationships between the data and the chart. So letting students make their own charts and tables helps them improve their math and special skills. So if you give them a completed chart and ask them to recreate the underlying worksheet, so it helps them understand the connection between the data and the chart better. So it's like a hands-on way for them to learn and apply what they studied. So next, require that science laboratory reports and research papers contain some type of chart to help support their findings. Encourage them to look for samples from the World Wide Web. So students should explore websites featuring table presentations for mathematics or science teaching and discuss how these tools aid in acquiring these competencies. So ask students to include charts in their science reports and research papers to back up their findings and encourage them to find examples on the internet. Also have them explore websites with tables for math or science teaching and discuss how these tools help them develop and improve their skills. So it's like integrating real world examples into their studies and to enhance understanding. So next is let the students to look for charts and mathematics and science learning materials like textbooks, workbooks and other and discuss why these were used. So teach the principles of financial literacy and management as it also important to learn these concepts in context of life skills. So help students search for charts in math and science materials like textbooks, workbooks, and discuss why they're used. So this helps them understand the practical application of these visuals. And additionally, it's crucial to teach principles of financial literacy and management, as these concepts are essential life skills. It's like preparing them not just for academic success but also for practical aspects of life. So next is explain numerical concept by showing the relationships between numbers and their concrete representation in charts and graphs. So as mathematics and science teachers, this is needed to understand mathematics and science researches with quantitative designs. So demonstrate how spreadsheets are useful in preparing assessment and evaluation tools for students' performance. So show students how numbers relate to charts and graphs to understand math and science research better. So also demonstrate how spreadsheets can help in making tools to evaluate how students are doing. So it's like using picture to understand numbers and using technology to keep track of students' progress. So next is online Microsoft Word alternative. So with the advent of web-based word processing software and with the exposure of a lot of students to new innovative media tools, explore the following online Microsoft alternative in Vistage 2020. So first is Dropbox Paper. It's a free online word processor with an intuitive interface, allowing users to create textual documents and rich media, embed Trello cards, YouTube videos, slideshare decks, and collaborate on document links sharing. So it also allows creating checklists and embedding Dropbox documents, making it an excellent tool for creating dynamic online documents. So Dropbox Paper is like a free online notebook where you can write and put in pictures, videos, and other cool stuff. So you can work with others on the same notebook and share links to it. So it's handy for making interactive document with checklists and links to Dropbox files. So next is Office Online. So Microsoft Word and Office users can use the free MS Word web app, part of the Office Online suite for document editing. This app offers real-time updates, sharing, and connectivity, and is compatible with Chromebook and Linux users. It provides an elegant alternative for document editing needs. So if you use Microsoft Word or Office, you can edit documents for free using the MS Word web. So which is part of the Office Online. So it allows real-time updates and sharing, and it works for Chromebook and Linux users. So it's fancy option for editing documents without needing install anything. So next is Google Docs. Google Docs is a powerful tool for creating, collaborating, and sharing documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and drawings. It allows users to publish, download, or email documents in various formats, invite collaborators, and enable offline access for those hesitant about internet connectivity. With a free Google account, users can edit documents even when disconnected from the internet. So Google Docs is like a helpful tool where you can create and work documents together and with others, so you can share, download your work in different ways, invite people to join in, and use it even when you're not online. So it's free if you have a Google account, and you can edit your documents even without internet. So next is Etherpad. So Etherpad is an open source document editor designed for real-time collaborative editing. It's highly customizable and offers no signing up required, allowing users to collaborate with friends, classmates, and colleagues. Users can share a new pad and invite collaborators via email, allowing them to work on projects in real time. So it's easy way to write and edit the documents with others. So no need to sign up, just create a new document even with people via even invite people via email, and everyone can contribute together in real time. It's like a shared digital notepad for collaboration. Next is Zoho. Zoho offers free 20 online applications, including writer word processing. It supports two-way desktop sync, large file transfer, encryption, file recovery, two-step authentication, and in-app chat. So Zoho Writer allows users to import and work with MS Word documents, export to various formats, and can be linked to Google and Yahoo accounts. It also supports digital signature and public publishing. So Zoho gives you 20 free online apps and one is called Writer. So great for writing docs. It syncs with your computer and lets you send big files securely and has a chat. So you can edit MS Word docs, save in different ways and link to Google and Yahoo. So it lets you sign docs digitally and share them with others. So next is OpenOffice. OpenOffice is a suite of 6 programs including Writer, Calc, Impress, Draw, Base, and Math, all using the same engine. So it is easy to learn and use with Writer natively opening PDF files. OpenOffice is maintained by a large community, making it the leading free desktop alternative to Microsoft Word Office. So it's like a bundle of the OpenOffice is like a bundle of 6 usual programs, including Writer for writing and Calc for spreadsheets, Impress for presentations, and others. So it is easy to figure out and use. Plus, Writer can open PDF easily. So next is AbiWord. So AbiWord is a free word processing application compatible with Microsoft Word, OpenOffice, WordPerfect, and rich text format, offering advanced document layout capabilities and mail merge. It can be enhanced with plugins for additional figures and functions, making it ideal for office use. So AbiWord is like a free program for writing that works with Microsoft Word, so OpenOffice and the other popular formats. So it's good for making document look nice and you can use it in offices. So if you want extra feature, you can add plugins to make it even more useful. So it's handy tool for creating and editing documents without paying. So next is Jarty. Jarty is a free Microsoft WordPad engine software. So it's compatible with Word and WordPad documents, offering ergonomic resource support, quick loading, spell checking, HTML and PDF export, and features for importing images, tables, and hyperlinks. So Jarty is a free writing program like Word and WordPad. It won't slow your computer, load fast, checks your spelling, and lets you do cool things like adding pictures and links. So it's handy tool for writing and editing documents without spending any money. So next is WPA's Office 2016 free. So the Writer app is a Microsoft Word WPA's Office 2016 free alternative that supports various file formats and languages, including German, Spanish, Portuguese, Polish, and Russian. It features a tab viewing window and WPA's Cloud, a cloud document storage service offering up to 1 GB for free storage and making it scalable and collaborative alternative. So the Writer app is a free alternative to Microsoft Word in WPA's Office 2016. So it supports different languages, has a tab view, and includes 1 GB free storage in WPA's Cloud or for collaborative work. So next is SoftMaker Free Office. So SoftMaker Free Office is a free Microsoft Word alternative with a text maker application. Essential editing features, basic templates, tables, charts, shapes, graphics, and text formatting options available for Windows, Linux, and Android. It allows document processing even from remote locations. So Maker Free Office is a free alternative Microsoft Word. So it is let you edit documents with basic features like templates, table, charts, and formatting. So you can use it in Windows, Android, and even when you're not at your usual place.
Hi, good day everyone. So let's have lesson 2, which is all about the student sample projects using mathematics and science digital tools. So let's have first the lesson outcomes. So these are the objectives that we should meet after the discussion. So first is explore existing math apps and science virtual laboratory or simulations for laboratory. Second is to create student sample projects like math investigatory project or science investigatory project using interactive tools. And third is to publish mathematics or science projects online, guided by publication requirements or the laws. All right. So let's have students as a digital savvy. So what does it mean? So as we can observe to the students nowadays, so they are digital natives, meaning they live through technology, they survive using technologies. So more on that, they are exposed to different and numerous number of online applications. As such, we are expected to be familiar ourselves with the use of these online platforms, online technologies. Yes, because of course, as future teachers, so we need to immerse ourselves into what is going on. We need to be relevant with those what they call technologies to those who to those familiar with the students. We need to maximize technologies in order to attain or to meet our learning objectives. So also in order for us to become tech savvy like the students nowadays. Let's have mathematics learning via digital tools. So let's dig into a deeper content of which technologies are considered as the digital tools that are used by teachers, that are used by students also in order for them to attain the learning after the lesson. So first, let's have GeoGebra. So it is a dynamic mathematical software program. It is made for every level of education, from beginner to expert. So this app combines geometry, algebra, spreadsheets, graphs, statistics, and analysis. So the calculus is one of the user-friendly package of this application. So the community of GeoGebra is expanding very fast and has millions of users worldwide. Today are the number one provider of dynamic mathematical software all over the world. So that is GeoGebra. Next we have Geometry Pad. So it offers a fun way to learn geometry and practice important constructions. It's your personal assistant in learning geometry. Students can easily present their geometric constructions, take measurements, and also use the compass and experiment with a lot of different geometric shapes. Next, Math. So this is an app that will help you understand mathematical problems with context to improve your math skills. Every month, they solve and explain more than 1 million math problems. By scanning your math problem, this app will help you instantly solve that problem. So you can do this by using the camera on your mobile phone. So that's very easy. So after it will find you the mathematical problems can be solved using this application. So it has a step-by-step explanation also on how you can arrive with that particular answer of your problem. So the Potomath explains you that calculation steps with animation just like a teacher would do in real life. So just imagine how Potomath could help you with all your mathematical problems. Next, we have the Khan Academy. So some of us are familiar with this Khan Academy. So if we try to search, so it is an application. So uses instructional math videos, practice exercises, and has personalized learning dashboard. So you can study at your own pace, and also you can use it inside or outside your classroom. So besides mathematics, so they also offer science, computer programming, history, economic, and more. So all of this content they offer is free because they want to provide a free world-class education for anyone and anywhere. Khan Academy is a nonprofit organization that works with a community of volunteers and sponsors. So no wonder it is free. The next we have the CK12. So this is a free math app and is available almost in any devices. It offers adaptive practice, workbooks, quizzes, tests, and several simulations. So the app is divided into different sections depending on your level, so you can handle a certain section or not. Next, we have fluid math. So students and teachers can create, solve, graph, and animate math and physics problems in their own handwriting. So in a very easy way, so the teachers can create a dynamic instructional materials for the classrooms while students can understand concepts in math. Next, we have Dismos. So Dismos, it is a tool that is great for teaching about graphs. Yeah, so they offer a free graphing calculator that can be used by students all over the world for free. It is even accessible for visually impaired students. In addition to the calculator, they also offer more than 100 digital activities such as small math games. Book wide gets. So it offers a wide range of different wide gets or exercises that you can create yourself for your students. So as a teacher, it is very helpful. It can engage your students through mathematical problems. This way, depending on the level of your students, so you can make get wide gets that are very easy or very difficult. You choose the content you put in. Next, we have this Prodigy Math game. So, this is a Pokemon based online game that is created for students of grade 1 to grade 8. So, students have to create their own avatar and can adjust as the game progresses through. Because it is a fun game, the students will also play this game at home, so they double their math practice time. Alright, next we have Brainly. So we're familiar with this, right? So with Brainly, students can ask their math questions to a community of people. So the community of people will answer these questions provided by the students through this application. So it is a kind of forum where everyone comes together and help each other with school related questions. So no matter what your question is, so the people from this community will help you. Next, we have Math Chase. So it is a free site where you can quickly test your times, tables, additions, subtractions, and many more. So this site is a very simple game but kids will find it really fun way to learn arithmetics. Science learning via virtual laboratory or simulation apps. Virtual labs and simulations are tools that offer a space for students to engage with their subject matter interactively. This page is a collection of labs and simulations that faculty can use in the remote learning context. While most are science related, there are resources for non-science disciplines. Virtual lab refers to a virtual teaching and learning environment aimed at developing students' laboratory skills. As one of the most important e-learning tools, they allow the student to conduct various experiments without any constraints to place or time, in contrast to the constraints of real labs.
The continuation of the report, we're down now to the publication requirements in the light of the digital era. So according to WELDI 2004, it must be noted that the development of high-quality digital learning products and materials involves a complex combination of subject matter expertise, photography, audio, video, computer programming, and etc. So, with the engagement of these, it is important to be mindful of the following. The first one is the copyright laws. It says that copyright law protects works of authorship. Hence, it is very important for teachers and students to learn more about copyright laws and copyright acts to ensure that there will be no copyright infringement that will happen in the process of authorizing of publishing materials offline or online. So according to the Find Law 2020, the Copyright Act states that works of authorship include the following types of work. First one is the literary works. Example of this is novels, like nonfiction, mga prose, poetry, newspapers, articles, and newspapers, magazines, and magazine computer software documentation, and manuals, training manuals, catalogs, brochures, ads, and compilations such as business directories. The second one is the musical work, like example, songs, advertisement, or advertising jingles, and instrumentals. The third one is the dramatical work. Example of this kay mga plays, operas, and skits. The fourth one is the pantomime and choreographic works. Example kay mga ballets, modern dance, jazz dance, and works. Another one is the pictorial, graphic, and sculptural works. Example kay mga photographs, posters, maps, paintings, and drawings, and other graphic art, display ads, cartoons, strips, and cartoon characters, stuffed animals, statues, paintings, and work of fine art. Another is the motion pictures and other audiovisual works like movies, kanang mga documentaries, travelogues, training films and videos, television shows, television ads, and interactive multimedia works. Other one is sound recordings. Recordings of example of this is the recordings of music, sounds, and words. And the last one is the architectural works. Example kay building designs, whether in the form of architectural plans, drawings, or the constructed building itself. So, all of my gimension ganina, it's kanang naa siya mga copyright law. Mo nang like sa mga dance gamitan ang action or the music mo, di ba, magbutang sila sa ubos nga no copyright infringement intended. More siya, it's a disclaimer people use when they incorporate copyrighted material into their content without permission. Manang magbutang jud sila every time, magbutang sila no copyright infringement intended. Then, FindLaw 2020 further states that the copyright law is important for multimedia developers and publishers for two reasons. The first one is original multimedia works are protected by copyright. So, it's an act of provision gives developers and publishers for the right to control unauthorized exploitation of their works. And the second one is the multimedia works are created by combining content, music, text, graphics, illustration, photograph, software that is protected under the copyright law. Manang every time magbutang dyan na sila no copyright infringement intended. So the second one is the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. So Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 or the Republic Act number 10627, otherwise known as the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 of the Philippines, directs all elementary and secondary schools to adopt policies to address the existence of bullying in their respective institutions. It is important sa mga teachers to know this kanang Republic Act for them. Kay, di ba, the bullying refers to any severe or kanang expression or physical act of gesture and any combination thereof repeated, like mga bully ka sa usa ka student. So the purpose of this is to aware sa mga teachers kani nga act it's very important to know. So the second one is the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 or the Republic Act number 10627, otherwise known as the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013 of the Philippines, directs all elementary and secondary schools to adopt policies to address the existence of bullying in their respective institution. As we all know that bullying refers to any severe or repeated use by one or more students. It's either in written, verbal, or electronic expression, or a physical act or gesture, or any combination directed at another student that has the effect of actually causing or placing the latter in reasonable fear of physical or emotional harm or damage in his property, creating a hostile environment at school for the other students. So teachers should know this policy to take if naman gani nagbully sa other students, isig students, maka-take sila immediate action towards that student. And one of the most common problems encountered today, as we all know that internet or the digital or the technologies has evolved every day magyod. So by the internet users is bullying online, or what we call cyberbullying. It is very important for teachers to be very judicious and alert in advertising students as they publish their requirements online, or as they communicate or collaborate through the World Wide Web. So the last one is the Republic Act 101-751. This is known as the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, declaring a policy that states that the state recognizes the vital role of information and communication industries such as content production, telecommunications, broadcasting, electronic commerce, and data processing in the nation's overall social and economic development. So this is very important also, the Republic Act, because by facilitating their detection, investigation, and prosecution at both domestic and international levels, and by providing arrangement of fast and reliable international cooperation. So this Republic Act, it aims to address the legal issues concerning online interactions and the internet in the Philippines. So as we all know that again, technology has evolved each day, and as we all know, as we are students or teachers using internet every day, we should be aware of these issues and concerns so that we can take an immediate actions towards that certain issue.